Well, hello there. As I had mentioned before, Sydney and I are going to be making fruit pizza,
Oh yeah.
and we are dressed in our tutus, so we're twins. And this is in honor of the 4th of July. So I already did my crust, so let me turn this and see. So I've already done my crust, and this is the healthy version of the crust. If you remember the video that we did about the pecan sandies, this is the same recipe that I used for the pecan sandies. I used half of it to make this, and the other half I made some more cookies. Sydney, on the other hand, is using a ready-made sugar cookie dough, Pillsbury. So this, of course, hers is not the healthy version. Mine is the healthy version. But we are going to be using the Swerve sugar to be sweetening our cream cheese. We're going to be adding some lemon juice as well as lemon zest. We're going to start out with a quarter cup of sweetener and some wonderful vanilla because I love that. But for right now, Sydney is going to go ahead and make her pizza. She's going to push it out into the shape of a round disc. So let's go, Sydney.
Okay,
Sydney, please. Let's get going. People don't want to see you running around. No, a round disc here. Round disc. Start pushing it out like a round disc.
there's usually a rolling pin.
Not for this. I use my hands. Part of cooking, try to make it round though, baby. Make it as round as possible. All right. So would you like me to do it?
I want to do it.
All right. Well, make it round. Don't be playing around. You want it to be about ½ an inch thick. You're getting it too thin.
Do I need a ruler?
Well, ½ an inch thick, baby, is about like mine. So try to figure that out. Very good. Now try to thin it out just a little. Try to even it out. I'm going to help a little bit. Ooh, it's sticky. Let's move it this way. Okay, let's move it this way a little bit. All right, now our oven. I'm sorry, I took over. I'm a bad mommy. Bad mommy. All right, so our oven is at 350. So Sydney, go ahead and get that and let's put it into the oven. Be careful, don't burn yourself. It's very hot.
I think I've done this before.
Well, be careful.
Oh, it's slippery.
Yes, it is. Be very, very careful. Yeah. All right.
I did it.
So this is going to cook for about 12 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and put this on for 12 minutes, and then we'll check to make sure it's done. In the meantime, we have our cream cheese that we are going to mix up. This is going to be our topping. And then in these bowls, I've cut up several organic strawberries and organic blueberries. I've put a little bit of the Swerve on them to sweeten them up just a little. So we're going to go ahead and put the topping on mine since mine's already cool. So we're going to make the topping right now. So Sydney, I'm going to hand you
the thingy, my love.
Yeah, hold on to it. All right. So first things first.
First thing.
We're going to whip it. Whip it good. Devo. For all you old people out there. Not saying I'm old, but I know who Devo is. Sydney has no idea.
Nope. No clue.
What I need to do is go get a little orange cone or a red cone. Put it on my head. Where are the little jump shoots that go with it? But anyway. Look it up on your Google. Devo. Whip it. Whip it good. Alright. So now I'm getting this so that it's whipped.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
Alright, so as I'm whipping, I'm going to stop this now. And I'm going to put in some lemon zest. So I'm going to take the lemon and I'm going to zest the half a lemon. The zest really gives it a nice lemony flavor, more so than the juice. The juice is just more of a lemon tart, but this one gives the actual flavor of the lemon. Oh, it smells good.
I know. I can smell it from back
Sydney
here.
loves to eat lemons just as this, just like this.
Yeah, I like to. I
Sydney,
like
are
the
you focusing
juice.
on this, or how do you have the camera?
I like the juice.
Yeah, you are like a major juice fan. She likes to suck on lemons.
Haha.
All right, so now I'm holding it in my hand so that I catch any stragglers of seeds, because there's always one that hides, one or two that hide that I couldn't get to. And this one definitely had two. Okay, so let me go ahead and wash my hands real quick. I'm going to take about a teaspoon of vanilla. There we go. All right, so 2 teaspoons of vanilla, my 1/4 cup of Swerve confectioner's sugar, and I'm going to start to mix again. So as you can see, get up in here so they can see it, sweetheart. Come get over here, get up, get over here and get closer to me there. I don't bite, I promise. I'm not that hard. So if you can see, we're mixing it together and we're whipping it so it gets nice and soft and airy. I'm going to turn up the volume here. So once we do this, we're going to taste it to see if it's okay on sugar. And it needs more sugar. So I'm going to add more sugar. This is probably about another 1/4 cup, maybe 1/8 of a cup. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Because you can always add the sugar, but you can't take it out. So do it a little bit at a time so that you get it to the right sweetness. It's getting there, but it needs more. Since I'm not using real sugar, this one's going to take just a little bit more. So I'm going to actually use some Locanto. This is the one I have now. And the Locanto is sweeter than sugar. It's 2 times sweeter. So you don't need nearly as much. So I'm going to start a little bit at a time. I think that's probably about 1/8 of a cup. And we will see. You're basically making almost like a cream cheese filling.
It smells awesome.
So we're going to go ahead and do this. And we're going to try it and make sure that it's at the right. My dad wants to be in the video, apparently. Okay, so the whole family's gathering around. Sydney, tell me if this is sweet enough for you, if you want a little bit more. We're videotaping, Papa.
I see a star in the making.
All right, so does it need more sugar?
I don't think it needs anything.
Are you sure?
Well, it kind of feels a little. I taste a little too sour.
So it needs a little more sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Probably
Papa,
Grandpa.
we're on camera.
Papa loves sugar, so
Yes, he does, but
Papa wants
I
all
like
the
it.
sugar.
I like it in chocolate or in.
do you want to be on camera? Because she can turn it on here.
No, she.
And everybody on YouTube can see you.
Yeah, but she'll.
Do you want to be seen?
Yeah, no.
All right. Sydney, go ahead and pause it for a minute.
Okay, one.
All right, so we are getting it to the sweetness and doneness. We don't want to do it too sweet for hers because she's actually got a sugar cookie base, which is very sweet, and so the tartness will actually complement it very well. Mine is not quite as sweet as hers, but it should be just fine. So we're going to go ahead and stop with that. And her cookie base has about 3 more minutes to go.
3 minutes.
So she's got about 3 more minutes. I'm going to take a drink.
I want to speed up time right now.
And her cookie crust will need to cool down before we actually spread the cheese mixture, the cream cheese mixture, onto her pizza. So we are going to be making a flag-inspired pizza. I'm gonna unplug this because I'm always afraid it's gonna go off while I touch it. There we go.
3. Ah! Got on my
Sorry.
shoulder.
Woohoo! She got some. She's gonna have to eat it now. It went on her shoulder. All right. Oh, the perils of cooking. All right. So I'm just getting the lids off. Put this over in the sink.
That is good.
Okay. So now that we've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a layer of this on my pizza. So I'm going to grab a spoon. I'm going to take the spoon. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to need it later for the whipped cream. But I'm going to take about half of the mixture and I'm going to spread it out. Over the cookie. So that the whole cookie is covered. So just a little bit more. And the rest will be for Sydney's.
Yep. Leave some for me.
No, I want it all for me. Me, mine, mine, mine.
No.
You're no
No.
fun. You're no fun. Okay.
I am fun.
All right. You're the fun one. I'll give you that. If you want to talk about Roblox, she's the one to talk to. It's like the female version of Fortnite.
I don't play Fortnite.
Thank goodness. But boy, do you ever play Roblox.
I'm always
Okay.
playing with my friends.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to divide this up and make it look like a United States flag. Estoy haciendo la bandera de los Estados Unidos más o menos, no a escala por supuesto. So I'm not doing it to scale. Guess what? Somebody's cookie may be done. Come on over here and take a look. It's not quite there, but look how much yours open. See, you got a big one.
Ooh, I
I'm
get
gonna
the
go
big
ahead-
one.
I'm going to go ahead and put this in for another,
More to eat.
I would say another 3 minutes. I think that should be okay. And we'll check again. So meanwhile, back on the ranch, I'm going to try to make this look like a United States flag.
Ooh.
And where there's spaces, I'm going to be filling that up with whipped cream. Trying to make a cute design. I'm not very handy in that respect, but I do enjoy trying to make this as creative as possible and as pretty as possible. So let me go ahead. This is where the stars would be, of course. Donde van las estrellas. All right, so let me see here. See if I can get a couple more on here. So we have that. You could also use, you know, for your white stripe, you could use banana, but I haven't sliced up any bananas. I'm letting so I'm going to go ahead and start with my stripes.
Strawberries are the best.
Yes, they are.
Strawberries taste the best. Well, according to you, it might not be the same, but because my taste buds are different than your taste buds, and your taste buds are different than other people's taste buds, and their
Okay,
taste
I
buds.
think they get it. Everybody has a different likes and dislikes. I think we get it. All right, so as you can see, I am making the stripes of the flag. I'm going to try to get this using the smaller one so it looks like it's on the same stripe pattern. Where's another small one? That's smallish. Okay, and then having it continue. Need to have a little bit of spacing here. It's not that I want to be perfect, but I want to be as close as I could. So this is all you need to do, and you have yourself a delicious, yummy fruit pizza. And this is the healthy version.
And I'm about to make the unhealthy version, except the sugar part, the cream part.
Yeah, the cream part is a healthy alternative. We didn't go all sugar because the sugar cookie has plenty of sugar.
And also, I'm kind of starting to like the swerve.
Starting to like.
Yeah, starting.
Okay, so come on over here, take a look. Come on this side, Sylvia, so they can see it from this side. And you can see the pizza. I'm going to be filling this up with a little bit of whipped cream and over here as well. So we're going to pause it and then we will be right back.
We are back.
Hers is finished. It
Yay.
really spread out from where she had it. So she's got a gigantic cookie crust, but we have to wait until it cools before she can put on any of the yummy parts of it. So we're going to finish with mine. So what I have right now is I have my bowl in the refrigerator, and I'm going to be whipping up some whipped cream. I use the organic, of course, because that's what I do. It's better for you, has better flavor. And so basically I'm going to be using vanilla. I'm going to be using the Locanto to sweeten it. Let's see here. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in our whipped cream.
Ooh.
Nuestra crema.
Ah.
And we are going to batirla. We're going to whip it. Whip it good. We're going to put air into it to make it into nice whipped cream. We got to be careful not to do it too much, otherwise it'll become butter. And we don't want to have butter.
And we don't want to whip it to outer space.
That too. That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be also sad.
Yes. So
Bad
I
and
actually
sad.
put everything in at the beginning. I know some people don't, but I do. I'm sure the bakers of the world are going, ah! But I'm not a baker, so I just enjoy cooking. So I'm going to do that.
She's the cooking lady. She's not the baking lady.
I'm the crazy lady. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put in probably about, I would say, 1/8 of a cup. And then later on, we will test it for sweetness. And if it needs more sweet, we will add more sweet. So we're going to go ahead and start out slow. And then we're going to start. So as this starts beating, you can take a look inside. We got it beaten up. We're incorporating air so it gets nice and fluffy. You want to get it to the point where it has stiff peaks. And so while this does this, we're going to pause and we will be back.
My mom is just cutting up.
I decided to do some bananas because I don't want as much whipped cream on mine. because we're going to be putting on Sydney's. We'll just put a little bit on mine, but she's going to put more on hers. So because these are going to be going on, I'm going to put a little bit of lemon on this so that they don't brown.
Sweet and sour.
So putting a little bit of lemon on your bananas helps it so they don't. Let's see here. I'll go here so they don't brown. I'll go like this. I hope you're watching what I'm doing here and have it up in the air to show it, Sydney. Up and over, please. People don't need to see. They need to see what I'm doing, not
They were seeing what I was doing.
what you were doing, but not what I was doing. So we're going to be working on our camera skills. We're getting better. We're not perfect yet, but we're getting there.
Nobody's perfect.
There's only one person that's perfect.
And that's God.
Yep.
He's
Jesus Christ is our perfect example.
He's up there somewhere.
He watches out over us all the time.
Yep.
Even in times like these.
Yeah, but that's also kind of scary that he's watching us all the time.
Scary, Sydney. Silly. It's actually quite warming to the heart knowing that somebody's always watching out for you. Like your mommy.
But like watching you at every second of your life.
Now, Sydney, let's be a little bit more understanding, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there we have our fruit pizza that's healthy.
And I shall eat all those extra bananas.
And I have, you can add it to yours. So in here, I have our whipped cream. I had to add quite a bit of the Lucanto. So I would say probably a good quarter of a cup.
I don't want too much whipped cream on mine.
No? Oh, good. Oh. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just put little tiny dabs of that. Pretend like they're stars. And there we go. And so I'm just going to put tiny little dabs.
I don't really want whipped cream.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to put it on yours because that's where it goes. So.
Me?
And she's going to be giving it to the neighbors. She's so
I don't
sweet
really
that way.
want whipped cream.
She's so sweet that way.
Yeah, but I don't really want whipped cream.
Oops.
I don't really want whipped
Sydney,
cream.
talk normal, please.
I don't really want whipped cream.
Thank you. So I'm trying to put little dots, but it's not quite working. That's okay. I was never known as a decorator. But we have our whipped cream that we're putting just a little bit as we make our little stars. Try to make them look like stars, but they're more like just little dabs of whipped cream. So this is the healthy version. Sydney's going to do the exact same thing on hers, but hers is made with the cookie crust over here. It has calmed down quite a bit. It is almost cool enough for her to start spreading. So I'm going to turn the time over to her, and she's going to start spreading on her yummy. All right, so come on over here, Sydney. You've got your cream cheese. So you want to spread your cream cheese out. So So while she's spreading this out, I'm going to try to get as much of it out of the bowl as I can so that she can get it on there. So what you doing, Sydney?
I am putting on stripes. I mean, not stripes, the blue stuff, the blueberries.
All right, so as she keeps doing that, we'll be right back. So as we finish up, you have the regular version, which Sydney is doing right now. She's doing a great job. And you have the healthy version. It is a wonderful treat, and we hope that you make it either for tomorrow or for another opportunity. Remember that my crust was made with the pecan sandy recipe that I use, and hers was made with a ready-made sugar cookie dough. So you'll need fresh fruit, any kind of fruit that you like. We're doing it in the shape of a flag, so we chose red and blue fruit.
This is very yummy, so you should try it.
Say goodbye, Sydney.
Goodbye, everybody.
Happy 4th of July. Take care.